And then on August 27th, we had the Land Use Committee meeting, and we came up with the recommendations that all of you have received, which was to disapprove unless certain conditions were met, and we voted that way on both of the developments. Now, I thought it would be just fair to take Greenpoint Landing first tonight because that is being done in conjunction with HPD, and so out of deference to HPD so that they can leave if they want after we vote on Greenpoint Landing. I thought we would take Greenpoint Landing first. I don't know that you want me to sit here and just read through all of this. We did send the recommendations to everyone. I also know that you've also received the written response that we did receive from Greenpoint Landing. So rather than sit here and just read through everything, maybe I can just see if you have any questions. Is that all right? Well, the recommendations are to disapprove with these modifications. Now, this is 2 pages of modifications. I don't know, do you need me to read them through to you? I know that everyone received them, so does anybody have any questions on it? Does anybody want me to sit and read them?
Any board members have any questions on the item for Greenpoint Landing, where the committee's report was to disapprove with modifications? They were outlined, they were sent out. Any board members have any questions at this time? Mr. Leon, go ahead.
Dell,
Yes.
I saw the response.
Yes.
Did they satisfy the committee's recommendations?
I would say that, in all honesty, I think there's an indication that they are willing to discuss these recommendations, but there really was no commitment to decrease the AMI from the 2005. And I understand that there are, conflicting feelings about affordable housing, but for those of you who were not at the public hearings, people testified overwhelmingly that we are desperate for affordable housing, and we've had so many people displaced. And I will remind you that not only are we looking at the people who live in our community now, but the affordable housing is theoretically available to those people who've been displaced. However, the community associations testified that what we need are the 40 and 60% AMIs, not 80%, 100%, 175% AMI. So that's what this was based on. Now, the one thing I will say for Greenpoint Landing that struck me is that they have, I don't know if I can say committed, they've indicated the possibility that there may be some integration of market rate and affordable, possibly in the as-of-right area. In those areas where in those particular buildings that will have a combination in one building of affordable and market rate. And if perhaps the city can tie that down better, I think that would be a great thing. But at this point, we don't have those plans available to us. So I was happy to receive the response. I think my feeling is if we stick to our guns, then the borough president and the councilman will have some ammunition to work with later on. That was our thought, not just my thought, but the Land Use Committee's thought.
Motion.
Any other questions?
Wait, I think there's another question.
Jose, you want to follow up?
I was going to just make a motion.
Oh.
To set the
Well, we
committee.
have some more. Let's get some questions and we'll see. Ms. Krieger. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, my mistake. Ms. McKeever.
I just want to type it. And what I'd like to propose is that we change it to say, funds from the transfer of rights on lot 32 should go to the committee's, should not go to the committee's general fund, but instead must be earmarked for the construction of Newtown Garbage Park extension and/or box tiling 65 feet. It's just kind of
Well, what we did put down was that all the money donated by the developer will be earmarked for the park and will not be placed into the city's general fund.
But this says that in essence, but it's just kind of. Would you like to read it again?
Remember that this gives them the, I don't know if your changes is a significant change, because our resolution said that in order to get affordable housing, if they have to take something from what they donate to the park, they could do that, and of course that would then not go to the park. Oh, you can't, okay, apparently we can't change the recommendation this time. So there has to be a vote, and then you can always, you'd have to vote it down, and then we change it.
Start again.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Here.
Were there any questions about
Density?
density? Yes. I missed the meeting. So, did anyone kind of discuss or agree on?
Well, obviously, they will have more density if they get the approval of what they want. And in return for that, we get affordable. Now, what the Land Use Committee felt was that unless they can give us truly affordable, and we did not feel their rates were affordable, then it should be rejected. And that was, we felt that very strongly. I mean, I think we all understand that if you're going to have real affordable housing, and I don't mean 80, 100, 120%. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as the Land Use Committee is concerned, you can call a tiger, you can call a dog a tiger if you want to, but it's still a dog, and you can call it affordable if you want to. If it's not, it's not. So we had testimony from some of the community groups that agreed with that said that actually we're not getting any affordable at these rates, at the 2005 points of agreement rates. So yes, of course, there's always the question of, well, you know, do we want the density? And we were concerned about the density and about the effect it would have on the infrastructure. On the other hand, which is why we didn't vote accept with conditions, we voted to disapprove unless these conditions are met. And so our feeling was, you know, if we really don't feel we've had any real affordable, you know, housing of any significant amount. Maybe the few 40%, 60% AMI units that we've gotten, you know, they'll count for something, but that's about it. So our feeling was, if this is our last chance to get real affordability for people, and if I was down there, it's beautiful down there. If we can get some people who, you know, affordable units down there, then it might be a wonderful thing, but that will give us more density. So we voted as stringently as we could possibly consider, including the fact that we were asking, if you note, that the 50% preference that we get the whole thing to the 40 and 60%. I'm told that no community board's ever done that, but what the heck? You know, why not try? Why not start? I don't know if that answers your question, I hope so. Well, I mean, if there's something else, okay.
Okay. Any other question? Esteban?
Now, I have a question regarding, I was able to read it. What does it say about the school facility, which was commented on a lot during the year?
That has to, it can't be a charter school. It has to be a public school. And we said that we would defer to the Board of Education to say how what the curriculum should be. The local board, not the Board
Local
of
District
Education.
14.
Sorry, the local board.
Our district.
Oh, yeah,
The original is for pre-K to 8th grade.
right.
There's some issues regarding that, but that needs to be looked at by the local board
Yeah.
of education, District 14. We think that they're the best qualified in our community to analyze that project. And
And the CDC.
and the CDC. Any other, okay, Jose?
Make a motion to accept the committee's report, recommendation.
Jose makes motion to accept the committee's report regarding Greenpoint Landing, which is no with modifications. Phil Caponegro seconds. All in favor? Just that, no, the we're making a recommendation just to accept the report of the committee on just the Greenpoint Landing,
Just Greenpoint Landing.
which is no with modifications. There's a motion, it was seconded, all in favor? Against? For against? For against, and the abstentions? Who's abstaining? Motion carries. Now we'll move on.